How to execute. Ideas are trash. Execution is the only thing that matters. The graveyard of great ideas. There's a graveyard. You've never seen it on a map. But every entrepreneur, every executive, every ambitious person knows exactly where it is. It's the place where brilliant strategies go to die. The app that was going to disrupt the industry. Buried there. The product launch that had the perfect pitch deck. Buried there. The company that had the vision, the funding, the talent. Buried there. And here's what every single one of them had in common. They had the idea. They didn't have the execution. Today, we're going to fix that. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to hand you the complete 7-step system that the most elite organizations on the planet use to close the gap between strategy and results. This is the How to Execute Playbook. Let's get into it. If building systems, strategy, and high-performance thinking are your thing, hit subscribe right now. We publish videos like this every week. Why 90% of strategies die? Let me tell you about a company called Kodak. In 1975, one of their own engineers invented the digital camera. They had the technology. They had the resources. They had the market position. They had the perfect strategy to lead the digital photography revolution. They didn't execute it. And in 2012, they filed for bankruptcy. Larry Bossidy and Charan, two of the most respected business minds in history, studied this pattern across hundreds of companies, and their conclusion was brutal. Strategies most often fail because they aren't executed well. Things that are supposed to happen simply don't happen. The problem was never the strategy. The problem was the gap between the boardroom and the ground floor. And that gap has 3 root causes. They are universal. They are deadly. And most organizations have all 3. Number 1, no focus. Too many priorities mean no real priorities. When everything is urgent, nothing gets done. Number 2, no accountability. When everyone is responsible, no one is responsible. Number 3, no system. There is no schedule, no weekly rhythm that tracks, measures, and reinforces progress. Does any of that sound familiar? Good, because recognizing the disease is the first step to the cure. Here's the cure. Let's deal with the system. I'm giving you the 7-step execution playbook. This isn't theory. Every single step is drawn from the most battle-tested execution frameworks ever put to the test at scale. Follow them in order. Do not skip. Step 1, clarity. Identify your one wildly important goal. In 2004, a struggling mid-sized software company called Franklin Covey was asked to help a hospital that had a serious problem. Patient infection rates were rising, and leadership had 27 different improvement initiatives running simultaneously. The consultants walked in and said, "Pick one, just one out of the 27 initiatives running." The hospital chose hand-washing compliance. Within 12 months, infection rates dropped by 40%. One goal, one focus, extraordinary results. This is what the 4 disciplines of execution calls the wildly important goal, your WIG, according to Greg McEwen. The more you try to do, the less you actually accomplish. Here's your action step. Write 1 sentence. We will achieve X by date as measured by metric, starting from current state dot. No ambiguity, no wiggle room. One goal, visible to everyone, clear to anyone in under 60 seconds. If you can't say it in 60 seconds, it's not clear enough yet. Step 2, leverage. Act on lead measures, not lag measures. Imagine you're flying a plane. Lag measures are like looking out the back window. You can see exactly where you've been, but you're flying forward. Lead measures are the instruments on your dashboard. Altitude, airspeed, fuel. These tell you right now whether you're going to land safely or not. Most managers are flying by, looking in the rearview mirror. Monthly revenue, quarterly NPS, annual retention. By the time you see the number, the game is already over. Lead measures are different. They are predictive. They are controllable. And they are the only thing your team can actually act on today. Example, quarterly revenue is a lag measure. Number of qualified discovery calls per week. That's a lead measure. Nail the lead, and the lag takes care of itself. Your action today. For your wildly important goal, identify 2 to 3 behaviors that predict success. Ask yourself, if we nail this behavior every week for 90 days, will we hit the goal? If yes, that is your lead measure. Step 3, visibility. Build a scoreboard everyone can see. Here's something interesting about sports. Players will run harder, push further, sacrifice more, not when they're told to, but when they can see the scores. Social scientists call this the player's game versus the coach's game. When athletes keep their own score in real time, performance goes up measurably. The same is true in business. Invisible progress kills momentum. Visible progress fuels it. People play differently when they're keeping score. Your scoreboard must answer one question in under 5 seconds. Are we winning? If it can't do that, redesign it. A physical wall board beats a spreadsheet no one opens. Red and green. Simple. Ruthless. Real. Step 4, alignment. Create a system of accountability. Here's a line that has quietly killed more strategies than any market crash, any product failure, any economic downturn. We'll circle back on that. Those 5 words are the sound of commitment evaporating without a fixed rhythm of accountability. Every promise slowly dissolves into the noise of daily operations. The whirlwind wins. The goal loses. The fix is surgical and non-negotiable. A weekly, wildly important goal session, 20 to 30 minutes. Same time every week. Same format. No exceptions. Every person answers 3 questions. What did I commit to last week? Did I deliver? What is my commitment for this week? No blame. No drama. Just honest scorekeeping. Written commitments, not verbal ones. Verbal commitments are wishes. Written commitments become plans. Step 5, systems. Build systems and habits, not willpower. You don't motivate yourself to brush your teeth every morning. You don't need discipline for it. You don't need accountability for it. You just do it because it's built into the architecture of your day. The highest performers in the world don't rely on inspiration. They rely on architecture. They design their environment so the right behavior is automatic, not effortful. James Clear in Atomic Habits wrote, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." Here's how you build it. Stack new execution habits onto existing routines. After my morning coffee, I review my one most important task. Eliminate friction for critical work. Add friction for distractions. Build standard operating procedures for every repeating task. If you have to think about how to do it, it's not systematized yet. Systematize everything that reoccurs. A 1% improvement every day compounds to 37 times better over a year. That's not motivation, that's math. Step 6, people. Match the right people to the right execution roles. In 2006, Navy SEAL Commander Jocko Willink was leading Task Unit Bruiser in Ramadi, Iraq, one of the most dangerous combat zones in the world. His platoons were executing complex missions in near-total chaos. And his leadership philosophy, tested in conditions where failure meant lives lost, was this: there are no bad teams, only bad leaders. In business, execution is not a solo act. The wrong person in a key role will sink an otherwise perfect strategy. And the most common leadership failure is avoiding difficult conversations about performance. Colin Powell's 40 to 70 rule is your guide here. Act when you have 40 to 70% of the information you want. Waiting for perfect information kills momentum. Assign execution roles based on track record, not titles, not seniority. Past execution behavior predicts future execution. Be honest. Be direct. Be clear about who owns what. Step 7, momentum. Review, learn, and accelerate every 90 days. When Bill Walsh took over the San Francisco 49ers in 1979, they were one of the worst teams in the NFL. He didn't come in and demand wins. He installed a system, a standard performance that governed every practice, every meeting, every decision. And then he trusted the system. The score takes care of itself. Bill Walsh. Within 3 years, the 49ers won the Super Bowl. Then again, and again, 3 championships in 9 years. Not because of talent alone, because of a system that self-corrected, learned, and accelerated every 90 days. At the end of every quarter, run 3 questions. What do we commit to? What did we deliver? What gap remains and why? Then run a pre-mortem before the next quarter starts. Imagine it's 90 days from now and you failed. What went wrong? Fix it before it happens. Celebrate genuine wins publicly. Execution cultures reward delivery, not effort. And reset. Identify the new wildly important goal for the next cycle. The goal may change. The system never does. If you've made it this far, it means you already are thinking differently than 90% of people. But go further. Subscribe and never miss a playbook. New content drops every week. Subscribe, like, share with someone who needs this. Let's talk about the formula. The master equation of execution. Strip away every framework, every model, and you're left with one equation that determines whether anything actually gets done. Clarity multiplied by accountability multiplied by systems equals execution. Remove any one variable. An equation collapses to zero, not reduced, not weakened, but zero. You can have total clarity and a perfect scoreboard. But without a weekly cadence, it evaporates. You can have accountability and system. But without clarity on the goal, you're running fast in the wrong direction. All three, present, simultaneously, continuously. That is execution. Now the enemies, the 6 execution killers. Now that you know the system, know its enemies. These 6 failure modes destroy more strategies than any market crash ever will. Killer 1, the whirlwind. Day-to-day urgency devours your time for strategic work. The urgent always beats the important, unless you protect strategic time as non-negotiable. Killer 2, goal inflation. Having 10 priorities means having 0 priorities. Saying no to good ideas in service of the great idea is where execution actually begins. Killer 3, invisible progress. What is not measured drifts. What is not visible gets forgotten. No scoreboard means no momentum. Killer 4, accountability avoidance. Leaders who avoid hard conversations teach their teams that commitments are optional. This is the #1 leadership failure in execution. Killer 5, lag measure management. Managing by revenue or customer satisfaction score alone is flying blind. Shift to lead measures to regain control while you can still change the outcome. A lead measure is something you control today that predicts your result tomorrow. For example, if your goal is to lose weight, the lag measure is the number on the scale. The lead measure is how many times you worked out this week. You can't directly control the scale, but you can control the workouts. And the workouts move the scale. In simple terms, lead measures are the actions. Lag measures are the outcomes. Focus on the actions. The outcomes follow. Killer 6, strategy without operations. A strategy is not a plan until it has resources, timelines, and owners attached to it. No names, no dates, no execution. Larry Bossidy puts it this way. Leaders place too much emphasis on higher-level strategizing and not enough on implementation. The leader must be deeply and passionately engaged. The rhythm, the executor's weekly rhythm. High execution is not the result of extraordinary effort. It is the result of an ordinary system applied with extraordinary consistency. Here's the week that wins. Monday, set your 3 most important tasks. Clear the decision backlog. Start the week with eyes on the scoreboard. Tuesday, deep work on lead measures. One-on-ones with key execution owners. Process incoming commitments. Wednesday, strategic work only, no operations. Remove blockers for your team. Run a midweek scoreboard pulse. Thursday, complete your key deliverable for the week. Team communication and coordination. Clear your async backlog. Friday, weekly review. What shipped, what didn't. Update the scoreboard. Write next week's 3 priorities before you close your laptop. Sunday, 10-minute brain dump. Review quarterly goals. Confirm Monday's plan is set. That's it. That is the week that compounds into the quarter that produces a result that builds a business. Now, let's deal with the audit. The 21-question execution readiness audit. Before you launch anything, any initiative, any campaign, any quarter, run this audit. If you can't check every box, you're not ready to execute. You're only ready to plan. 1, clarity. Can you state your #1 goal in 1 sentence with a specific metric and deadline? Does every person involved know exactly what done looks like? Have you said no to at least 3 other goals to protect this one? 2. Lead measures. Have you identified 2 to 3 behaviors that predict success? Are they within your team's control? Are they measurable week by week? 3. Scoreboard. Does a scoreboard exist and is it updated weekly? Can anyone look at it and know within 5 seconds if you're winning? Is it visible to the whole team, not buried in a spreadsheet? 4. Accountability. Is a weekly accountability meeting scheduled and protected? Was every commitment from last week reviewed before this week began? Is there one named owner for each deliverable? 5. Systems. Are your most important daily behaviors systematized, not willpower dependent? Do repeating tasks have documented standard operating procedure? Does your calendar reflect your priorities, not just your obligations? 6. People. Are the right people, not just the available people, in execution roles? Have you had honest conversations about any performance gaps? Does everyone understand how their work connects to the wildly important goal? 7. Cadence. Is a 90-day review already on the calendar? Have you run a pre-mortem on likely failure points? Is the next quarterly WIG already drafted? 21 questions, 21 boxes. If they're all checked, you're ready. If even one isn't, you know exactly what to fix first. Now the call to action. You already know what to do. Here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. The problem was never information. You've had enough information for years. You've read the books. You've attended the seminars. You built the slide decks. The problem is the moment between knowing and doing. That gap is where strategies die, where businesses fail, where potential goes to waste. Quietly, invisibly, tragically. Today, you have the system to close that gap. In the next 10 minutes, write your wildly important goal. 1 sentence. We will achieve X by date as measured by metric. Currently at Y dot. That's it. Do it before you do anything else. In the next hour, identify your 2 lead measures. Schedule your first weekly WIG meeting. Put on the calendar, right now, this week, build the scoreboard. Run the first accountability session. Follow the 7 steps. The system only works when it runs. Start running it. Ideas are trash. Execution is king. Now go execute. That's the full How to Execute Playbook. 7 steps, the master formula, the 6 killers, the weekly rhythm, and the 21-question audit, all in one video. If this gave you even one thing you're going to act on, share it with someone who needs it. That's how we build a culture of execution, one person at a time. Subscribe for a new strategic playbook every week. Hit the bell so you never miss one. Next up, watch the Deep Focus Playbook, the system for protecting your most important work from the whirlwind.